7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. And then
Happy holidays, everyone. Time for our holiday special featuring Anthony Davis. Scott OG is dropping in for some winning tips. We're hanging with community member Poor Boy Sin, and we have your top plays. Welcome to our annual 2K TV holiday special.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I don't
the small forward position, starting at the other forward position.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Miami Heat here at the American Airlines Arena. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Beal.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Porzingis. Bradley Beal is out there with Morris. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And Harrell's in at the 4-man position. And for the Heat, Lowry out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Lowry kicks to Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Morris, he dishes it to Harrell. Banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Lowry for 3. That shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Hey, guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Now here's Capella. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Capella with the bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Back to Morris. New York moving the ball around. Outside Beal. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Releases. Morris, no good. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Miami. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. That shot off. So New York will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in a rhythm tonight.
And it's Harrell missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
And so it's New York with it. The Heat knocking down the tray. Beal against Green. Beal gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Free throw good. Giannis. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
They
set.
are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
Isaac with the steal. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing by 2. Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Beal's shot is good.
Getting involved as a playmaker that time, Porzingis trying to do a little bit more of that.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Giannis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Bogdanovich is checked in for Isaac. And the free throw, no good.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Beal after the Heat pick up 2. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Over Harris. And that one hits back iron.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Takes it from 10. And it's Green. Missing. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Beal. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
You know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And Beal about a 25-5-5 player last season, Greg. Most would agree that that's star-level production.
Those are Hall of Fame-esque numbers. I'd put him up there with Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. Fantastic scorer who does it with strong efficiency, and he's only getting better.
Now here's Giannis, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Green finds Jackson. Fires from deep. That one misses. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Harrell. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Harrell missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
The Knicks making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Miami. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, New York. They're 5 spots away.
And right now for Miami, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
Now Green, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson against Thomas. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The Heat leading by 7. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh!
No way. Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Thomas against Jackson. New York, no good that time either.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside, Green. They get it back. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Miami. Robertson comes in for Green. Nerlens Noel checks in for New York. Here's Bielitsa. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. And Miami making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Knicks trail by 10. Left side, Thomas. And that one drops for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Jackson. Boy, that win against the 76ers. He's another guy who really showed up to play. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by New York.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Giannis. Passes it to Jackson. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thomas down low. Giannis is there, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Well, it's been some time since Isaiah Thomas was the all-star guard that he once was, bouncing around the league the last couple years and trying to find a spot where he can regain some of his form.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Miami. And the second free throw, good. And with Thomas, a lot of it is just finding the right situation for him.
Now, when is it going to be that Isaiah Thomas is back? I think it's going to be something in just the way that he's carrying himself on the floor. Just the body language and the kind of confidence that we saw during some of his incredible scoring runs in Sacramento and in Boston.
Now here's Thomas. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Clock at 6. The tray. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
There's the pass to Bielitsa. Inside and stolen by Noel. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanović is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Beal with the steal. Outside Thomas. The three. Kept alive by New York. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Jackson dishes to Ilyasova. Back to Jackson. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. To end the drought. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
House kicks to Thomas. Pass to Bogdanović. Outside, Beal. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. Bielitsa with it. Pass to Leonard. Here's Robertson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big. They're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine. I want to be one of the.
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
You know, wanting to show he still belongs. That fiery competitiveness is why his teammates love him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Bradley Beal is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's House in at the power forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Robertson. And another basket for Miami.
Bielitsa at his size able to see over the top of the defense.
Now here's Beal. He's tightly guarded. Passes it to Noel. The dish to Thomas. And the rejection by Lowry.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Kyle Lowry. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Morris is checked in for New York. Second free throw, no good.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Lowry from outside. It's rebounded by New York. For Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure the guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Here is Lowry. After New York gets the 3, dishes it to Ilyasova. Morris against Lowry. There's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Isaac misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, for Bielitsa, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Yeah, Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Harris comes in for Ilyasova, and it's Green in for Robertson. Then for the Knicks, Porzingis is coming in for Noel, and it's Montrezl Harrell in for Danuel House. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Now, here is Morris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Now, here's Isaac, guarded by Harris. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Isaac with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And it's blocked. To the inside. Bjelica. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. It's stolen by Lowry. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Plays it in off the breakaway. And now a 4-point Heat lead. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Floats it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Harrell doesn't really force many things. It's a lot of baskets on the roll where he's around in close to make an impact offensively.
Now, here's Lowry. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Knicks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Beal. And that one is off. Great D that time from Green. Kicks to Harris. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Lowry again missing.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Beal the pass to Morris. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Bjelica with the bucket.
Yeah, Bjelica pushing right through the contact that time.
Knicks trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Leonard. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Bjelica.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And that one misses.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games. But when you can't shoot the ball, really, really hard to come back in games where there's teams firing away from 3 and you can't mount any sort of offensive comeback. Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Porzingis. Fade away, and there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Miami leading by 4. And here's Lowry. He's got 5. And there it is for him. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Porzingis. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Porzingis has got 7 points.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Lowry. Knocked loose. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Capella. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today.
So it's the Knicks now. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Beal. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside, Beal. He kicks it to Morris. Porzingis against Capella. Here's Harrell. Beal trying to break loose. And it's Harrell missing.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And a switcher also for New York. Thomas checked in for Beal. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, no secret that the Knicks were planning for a massive free agency and a free agent signing this past summer. They cleared a lot of cap space, and we're hopeful that their draft choice would be that #1 slot. It did not come to fruition.
Here's Capella. He has 7. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Drops in the layup for 2. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And a lot of people, Brent, feel that without a doubt, the Knicks are still a destination for free agents.
Well, to vacation, it seems like, Kevin, because not a lot of the free agents are signing to play basketball in New York City. You know, they put a lot of faith in that idea that it's the #1 market and the best place to live, and you can make a lot of money off the court. But over the past 10 years, have not seen much action out of New York City.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Bogdanovich. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Passes to Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harris passes to Jackson. Now Giannis. He hangs. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Robertson, he's checked in for the Heat. Noel's checked in for New York. Daniel House comes in for Harrell. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Now, here is Morris. 6 on the shot clock. It's Noel, high post. And he hits the jump shot. Noel's got his second basket of the night.
Well, just wants to continue Nerlens Noel to show that he is working on his game offensively to become more effective.
And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Now here's Thomas after Clint Capella's miss. The pass to Bogdanovich. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Giannis against Bogdanovich. Giannis kicks to Robertson. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here is House. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Morris. Off target at the rim.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Ernie, do not take this the wrong way, but the freak got freaky as usual. Can rise above anyone, gets whatever shot he wants. Plus, he's a tremendous team leader, both through words and action.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Miami leading by 7. Joe Harris is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Lowry. And it's Green, and it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And that one's good. Noel.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The drive by Lowry. Porzingis with the block. Now here's Noel. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And there's the feed to Harrell. That one no good. Good work defensively by Capella. And the wide open shot from Green. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Knicks trail by 7. Morris passes to Noel. Porzingis with the ball. It's Noel, high post. There's Beal with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Miami the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morris against Lowry. Lets it go from the wing. The putback He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Morris inside. Now recovering.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The Heat have not set the world on fire at the free throw line. They're just 6 of 12. He misses the free throw.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
And New York making a change here. Isaac's checked in. And he's good on the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Morris passes to Isaac. Pass to Beal. Morris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. Morris has got 6.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Lowry passes to Capella. Heat moving the ball around. The shot by Lowry, no good. Knicks trail by 7. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3. Miami keeps it going, a new 14-second clock. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
The Heat making a switch here. Bjelica's checked in. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for Giannis. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Just an incredible month of basketball. 4th in rebounding, 15th in field goal percentage, and of course rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Capella against Bogdanovic. 6 to shoot. Right side Porzingis. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. New York with the foul.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 10. Morris dishes to Harrell. It's Beal on the wing. Porzingis trying to get free. Beal can't get it to go. Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Bjelica kicks to Green. And again, it's the Heat missing. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside for Beal. Outside Bogdanovic. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovic. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Back to Morris. Beal against Green. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 12 points in the game. The Heat leading by 7. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Over Harrell, and Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night. Morris passes to Bogdanovic. Outside, Beal. Here's Porzingis, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Miami called for the foul.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Morris. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Thomas kicks to Bogdanovic. Outside, Beal lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Heat. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's Bjelica. It's rebounded by New York. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bogdanovic, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lowry passes to Capella. Can't hit from in close. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Trailing by 10. Beal can't get it to go.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Bjelica finds Antetokounmpo. Bjelica with it. Floats one up. Rebound by Harrell. Knicks trail by 10. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Here's Porzingis. Good D by Giannis.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Down low. Shoots a fader, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
And some changes here for the Heat. Andre Robertson comes in for Clint Capella, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Green. And New York with a change here, too. Daniel House has checked in for Montrezl Harrell. He's off on the second. Knicks trail by 11. Thomas passes to House. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. In 4th, the Heat.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And so House nails both of them. Here's Robertson. Passes it to Bjelica. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bjelica's got 6 points.
Bjelica does a good job of staying active and with his shot that time.
And that one's good. House.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Outside Lowry. It's up a three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. Thomas kicks to House. The pass to Beal. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
New York calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Antetokounmpo.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Thomas passes to House. Jackson against Beal. The 3 from Porzingis. Knocks down the 3 balls. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Lowry. Great D that time from Beal.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Beal. It's tipped. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 26 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Nerlens Noel checks in for New York. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Bogdanovich. And both free throws good for Beal.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The Heat leading by 6. On the wing, Jackson. 3-pointer. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Here's Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Harris comes in for Kyle Lowry. Both free throws good from Noel.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Jackson against Beal. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Thomas passes to Noel. Back to Thomas. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition, here comes Miami. And the dunk by Giannis.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Thomas. That shot off. Now the Heat take it the other way. And here's Robertson. Kicks it to Jackson. A floater. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Thomas. For the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, what a dunk by Giannis.
And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Bradley Beal. Nerlens Noel is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harrell. Back to Isaac. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And New York making a change here. Morris is checked in. The Heat leading by 13. Robertson, good, and Harris gets the assist.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson against Morris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Heat shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. For 3, Harris, and the Heat, another 3.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
It's stolen by Capella. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Right, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
Some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And he knocks down the first one. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Green kicks to Giannis. Back to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Harris misses. Knicks trail by 20. And it's Beal in the corner. Now Harrell. Pass to Morris. Over Giannis. Morris with the bucket. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Capella, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good, 2 points. Giannis has got 42 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Jackson dishes to Green. Harris passes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Morris inside. Jackson on him. Morris, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And slam dunk by Noel.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Green, the pass to Capella. Harris looking it over. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract, and that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. Here is Davis. New York, no good that time either.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Now the pass to Nunn. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Korkmaz. He dishes it to Davis. Here's Poirier. Miami grabs the miss. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Outside, Davis. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
A timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Now here's Green. Pass to Capella. Trying to end the drought. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Beal. 2 on the clock. Tries again. Bielitsa with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 16.
Now, Bielitsa is very good at having his feet at the ready to shoot it.
Morris against Lowry. High, arcing shot. Here's the break. From deep, Green. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Porzingis passes to Harrell. Lays it up off the glass.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
A shot by Lowry, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for New York. It's a 14-point game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Green. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morris, and it's in there. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
The Heat leading by 12. Lowry with the ball. A floater, and the layup is good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
And here is Beal. On the wing, Morris for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Capella's. Beal against Lowry. The dish to Capella. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella.
Porzingis in the aggressive mindset in this one. Knows he's a problem for the defense, especially on the drive.
The Heat making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. .152 left in the game. To the left wing. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Beal from downtown. Rebounded by Capella.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Lowry against Morris. To the inside. Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Now, he can be a tricky cover. The defense gets caught overreacting, and Green takes advantage.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Green. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis surveying the floor. Pulls up. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Outside, Green. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg
admit nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is walked up and I might go close. Me and my dogs eat like King Bug, we be working July. Out of my hood, I deserve some like gold lanes. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels that can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends. Where you from? Where I'm from, you see so much pain. But the kid do it big, now they know my